Hey, good evening. It is, Monday? August the 18th?
It's only Monday. Oh, gosh.
It's been a long day. So, we've been back from Sturgis for about a week and a half. We've been meaning to do this little follow up video just to talk about our experience. So, we're going to kind of treat this like Q&A. And don't mind the dog in the background. She's just tearing up toys. Well, maybe we'll give her a little cameo appearance in a few minutes. But
Her name's Harley, by the way. Can you guess why?
So we're going to do a little QA. We just kind of come up with some questions, and we're just going to openly question each other. This should be a relatively short video, but first time in Sturgis for both of us. Had an awesome time. The riding was amazing. The weather was mostly good, but typical from what you've always heard about Sturgis: rain, hail, hot, cold. 4 seasons in a day, I guess, and I think we experienced that a little bit. So I'm going to let Tina take over here, and she's going to intro. Here we go.
All right. Well, you're up first, so I'll ask the first question. Ooh. Michael. That's your full name.
Can't believe she did that.
No, it's okay. Serious stuff.
Watch it, Tina Marie.
That's okay. That's all right. I don't have any problem with it. How do you feel about the Sturgis trip in general?
I loved it. I think it was great. It's something that I think we've touched on before. I have been waiting at least 15 years to make this trip, and knowing how hard I had to work to come back from the knee replacement, it meant that much more to be here, to be able to go do it. And I was dead set riding. I mean, no fault. I don't care if anybody trailers. It's your business. It's your life. You do what you do. But at the end of the day, I'm going to ride mine until I can't ride no more. And part of the big experience for me was riding it up there from the deep south here in Tuscaloosa, Alabama. And taking 5 days, just taking our sweet time to get there. We stopped and had plans along the way. And, on the way up, we had hotels. On the way back, we just wing it. So
I flew back, by the way. So it was, that in itself was an experience for another day.
Yeah.
Delay.
I guess ask you the same question. How you feel about just Sturgis? How you feel about the trip in general? Overview.
Well, as a person who never heard of the city before I met you again, I didn't know what to expect. I think the most shocking thing for me was the amount of bikes. I mean, it didn't matter where you went.
It's crazy.
It was bikes. We like to play a game because we do travel a good bit, and it's how many states can you find on tags? How many tags can you see from different states? We found all of them except Hawaii, which was new for me. You ride around in the South and you actually see a good bit. I mean, we could go 3 hours down the road and catch half the United States. Mm-hmm. You go out west, we might have topped out at like 10 for the day. We did see people from Canada. Did not realize Canada was actually just 900 or less miles, because we met some people from Alberta. We saw British. Oh, I don't remember that one.
I saw a guy from Australia. Apparently, he shipped his bike in just to ride around the country and make Sturgis part of his trip.
Saw some people from Poland.
Yeah, did see some Alaska. That was neat.
Yeah, it was different.
In the South, being at UA, University of Alabama's here, we do see a lot of the northern tags. We see the Illinois and the Indianas, and not a lot of Indiana, because most of them, they stay up there and go to Notre Dame or something where there's a good school. But we see a lot of those kind of northern tags, but we don't see Montana's, Wyoming's, California's,
North Dakota. I had not ever seen one until I got there, which was crazy. It was like, it took a while.
In one day, from leaving Branson, Missouri on that Sunday, we did 300 and some miles, I think.
I don't know.
We did 300 and some miles, and we were shooting toward, we were going to Kansas City that day. So it was the next day we left Kansas City going to Sioux City. Sioux City, South Dakota. We must have seen, I think we counted 21 or 22 license plates going through there. It was wild just in that stretch to see that many.
It was quite a bit. I'm not really sure.
It's pretty cool. So,
all right, what's your next question?
If you had to choose one location, sorry guys, if you had to choose one location that was just your most memorable, what was it and why?
Oh gosh, most memorable. There's so many to choose from. I'm pretty sure I know what you're gonna say.
What do you think I'm going to say?
You're going to say Mount Rushmore. Like, that left you speechless, and
It
you're
did.
usually not somebody who can remain quiet for a long period of time. So that was a great place. So, I mean, if I had my choice, I don't know. I mean, I really enjoyed Deadwood.
We hung out there a lot.
I really enjoyed Deadwood. I like that old Western feel. The older I get, I guess I realize I'm more of like an old soul. And did not watch Yellowstone until a couple months back. I did try. I'm not gonna say I didn't. The language in the first few episodes just really. I was like, yeah,
one of my favorite shows. I ain't
just
gonna
can't
lie.
do it. But I did like the old fumble.
That was pretty cool.
Down goes.
Yeah. So there you go. We're gonna leave that in there. I'm not gonna cut that either. Knock the camera over, hit the table.
That's okay.
But we can keep going. We're going to show you. We live basically. We're just going to recording live, and we're going to post it as this. So keep going.
The Deadwood, I like the old Western feel. I think that we even got to see a little miniature shootout, like a little episode or whatever for
That's
fun.
pretty cool.
It just kind of gives you that old feel, like Tombstone. I rolled into Tombstone and I come in on my horse, which was a Harley, and where you park it, and they even have these little places you could rope off your dogs. I'm sorry, Harley girl.
Shouldn't have said her name.
I know. She's spoiled. She likes loving.
There you go.
So she gets a little massage.
Pretty
So
girl.
I'm going to say Deadwood. So, Em, what was your favorite place?
Well,
Or your destination?
there was a
I guess.
lot of places I really
Okay, girl.
thought was memorable that I really enjoyed.
Okay,
I'm going to knock that down again, so we're just going to let it roll. But Mount Rushmore to me was, the ride to Mount Rushmore was amazing. Going Iron Mountain Road, hanging out down there before we hit Iron Mountain Road where all the bikers were, having lunch down there. I don't even remember the name of the little campground or whatnot it was there, but it's where the famous Iron Mountain Road sign is. Coming through Iron Mountain, and when you see Mount Rushmore through that little window.
Well, that was pretty neat. I did like that. It was a really
it was wild.
breathtaking.
Yeah.
I mean, I knew it was coming, and I knew what I was looking for, but to actually experience it, it was just like, I mean, I think I even gasped.
You probably did, and I think I was a video when we went to Mount Rushmore. If you've seen the Needles video, she puts her hands up in the air as she's going through needles to the eye of the needle, and I'm pretty sure she did that in Mount Rushmore too. I think I got it. So check it out and let me know. I'm pretty sure we've done so much video lately that it all runs together. But yeah, Mount Rushmore to me was just, you grow up your whole life. You read it in the history books. You hear about it. You talk about it. You see pictures of it. That's pretty cool, 4 presidents. You don't really take into what it really is, especially for what our country, looking at each person and their representation of where our country's been. And those that don't know me, I'm an extremely patriotic person. Even though I did not serve in the military, I'm very pro-military. My dad was a Marine. A lot of my buddies are Army
Navy.
guys. Your dad was Navy.
Mm-hmm.
The guys, the family, the couple that went with us on this trip, he was a career Army guy, now retired. And, so I didn't go for various reasons. One was my dad wanted me to take a different path. We'll leave it at that. But very pro-patriotic. And, so Mount Rushmore, when I sat there, I remember just sitting there and looking at her and said, I don't know what to say. And if anybody knows me, she'll say it. If I'm speechless,
get quiet.
if I am speechless, it's something, because I always have something to say. So
You do. Always. About everything. All right, so this question is really just for you. What is your favorite accessory? I mean, he is like a female. His hat matches, his shoes matches. I mean, everything. He is accessorized. He is worse than the female. I promise you, he has more shoes than I do in the closet.
There's a problem, though. When you're this ugly,
he has a
you
problem.
got to dress decent. So it's about all you got going for you.
That's
So
not true. That's not true. He likes to decorate his bike. So what is your favorite accessory.
Well, if
on your
you
bike.
if you watched our video, you know everything that's on this bike, and we have pretty much hand selected everything that we wanted. Some is things we've carried from other bikes. Others are things that that we try new on this one. So it's hard to choose just one. Love my Zero line. You're gonna see a video later that I put the Zero mirrors on. Is it chicane?
We got more.
Don't even know if I'm pronouncing it right in the video. It's gonna say chicane. Probably chicane. But I love the line of everything that they got. I now have just about everything that they got for that line. Love my Clockworks windshields. But I think the thing that really is my favorite right now, and this could change down the road because I keep changing things, adding things or changing things. And that inner fairing that I installed is Sturgis. She probably was thinking initially might be my favorite, but it's not.
No.
As much as I make it completes the look, I really love that Sawicki 2-in-1 mid exhaust. It is killer. It sounds awesome. It's not obnoxious, but it's not quiet.
It's obnoxious. I sit on top of it. It gets to be obnoxious. I even have earplugs to help my hearing.
That's from the wind.
He's lost his over time, and I'm not trying to get on that level.
So I really love the look of it. That raw look of the metal, to the point where now we have. I like to do different color matches, mix match. On my last black bike, I used orange, had some stuff powder coated.
That was nice.
This one, I've decided that goldish bronze is our accent color. So we've gotten some stickers on there right now. Just kind of, that's how I play with it. See if I like it. If I don't like it, I rip it off. It's a lot better than putting paint on there and having to start over. So there will be getting
but
some.
We're going to paint.
We are getting some paint work,
it.
some paint done for some accessory pinstripes and things like that, and it's going to be in a similar color because it really that shark skin blue. I see, Tiffany Renee, Adam Sandoval. They got the shark skin blue road glides. They got the orange. Love the orange on the shark skin blue. I do. I just don't want to be a copycat, so I'm gonna go my own way. I've always been one to go my own way and do my own thing. But shout out to Sawicki Speed because your exhaust is awesome. And thanks for the cool free t-shirt and the interview we did up there at JP Cycles at your tent. It was great to meet you guys.
Okay, you ready for another question?
Sure.
Okay. If you could change one thing about your trip, what would it be?
The main thing I would change, and it's really the one that sticks to me now, is we had to come back a little early. We had to come back where the plan was to go to Sturgis, hang out for 4 or 5 days, and then
we did not have to come back early. I was right on schedule.
She was on schedule.
I drove out, I flew home. I mean, my plan was correct.
Well,
and sad to say, his actually did change.
But it was we changed. Me and Tim were supposed to go and ride Wyoming, Colorado, come back up through somewhere in the south, and we didn't make it for various reasons. No big deal. Stuff happens. And it was probably a good thing because my stepson, her youngest son, had a medical emergency about 2 days after we got here. Maybe the day after I got back.
It was a Thursday last week.
Yeah, so I got back Wednesday, and he had this medical emergency Thursday morning, and we ended up spending the weekend in the hospital. But he is doing good. So
I joked with him. I asked him to rate his bed and breakfast stay at the local hospital, but he's actually doing really well.
The one thing I would change was, I'm still going to make Sturgis the final destination, but I would have took off west. When we took those 5 days to get to Sturgis, I'd have took those 5 days. I'd have went out through Texas, hit Route 66, come up through the $1 million highway, and then gone up to Beartooth, and then work my way back into Sturgis. And then basically Sturgis, outside of a day or two of riding, it would have been a cool little relaxing trip after all that riding. So that's the one thing I would change. But because of that one thing I'm going to change, I'm already planning next summer's big 2-week fiesta, as you want to call it, maybe, the trip. And I'm making her go with me the entire 2 weeks, so don't listen to her. So, all right.
No. Okay.
All right, let's see what we got on this list. What was your favorite ride that we took? Because we did quite a bit of riding once we got there. Let's say favorite ride in Sturgis. Favorite ride we took in the Sturgis area once we were there.
In the area.
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna have to go with Needles. Though you had those. Which one had the piggy tails?
Oh gosh, I get them confused. We rode them both the same day.
Yeah, I don't know.
I want to say it was Iron Mountain.
Pigtails.
Pigtails. It was a little pigtails. Yeah,
pigtails. It was over a bridge. Beautiful. I don't even know what
I want to say that was Iron Mountain, but
I actually like Needles. I think I guess maybe because it was short. I don't know. That might even be because I actually loved the part where you go through a tunnel and you get to the eye of the needle, which are all these rock formations, and you look straight up in the sky and you can see. Like, it's just it's like a thread in the needle, and that's basically what it felt like. I don't know. I did like the Badlands as well. The way the rock and the sedimentary in the rock, I can imagine only what it would be at sunset with the sun and the red clay and the sand. It's all natural. I mean, God really does do a beautiful job painting portraits with his own masterpieces of nature. It's absolutely stunning.
Yeah, the Badlands was amazing, and if it wasn't for Mount Rushmore, that probably would have took my favorite ride. I think Badlands was probably my 2A, and Needles is my 2B in one order or the other.
My favorite ride would have been the last one I had to take down to the cabin.
So those that don't know, we stayed at the ski resort at the very top of the mountain in Leeds, South Dakota. We had a cabin. It was up a little gravel road. That was a little sketch, but it was super, super fun. And I love the road up and I love the road down. Okay, she's on the back seat freaking out. On the
first morning that we rode down, so I didn't really pay a whole lot of attention going up. I was just like, can you just get us there? Just get us somewhere. So on that morning that we were going down, I literally looked to the right, and I grew up snow skiing in West Virginia, and I looked to the right and I realized, I was like, those are Black Diamond slopes. Y'all, if y'all have never been snow skiing and you can spot a Black Diamond slope, you know they're literally almost straight down. If that's what people are skiing on and that's what I'm riding on, we just need to get to the bottom as fast as we can, as carefully as we can. And we did.
But it was twisty and fun.
It was twisty, yeah.
Sorry, I had to get up and get this dog bone away from my dog. She's over there squeaking it. Sorry, you won't hear that on the video. Let's see. What else we got here? You asked one. You use the smallest fonts. These eyes can't see small fonts.
Well, I mean, I don't have my glasses on, so I'm doing pretty good. Let's see. If we're only talking about the town of Sturgis, what's a highlight that you'd like to share that either surprised you or you were like, okay, wow, or it's exactly as I expected or what I had seen?
Well, I'm going to answer that in two parts. I got thinking about this earlier. Part A is when you come into Sturgis, you see the iconic mountain. I'm going to call it the mini Hollywood mountain with the word Sturgis on the mountain.
Yeah.
You see it in pictures. You dream of going to Sturgis for the rally your whole life, being a biker and riding and always wanting to go. When you first pull in and you see it, you're like, we made it. We have made it all the way 1,400 and some miles from Alabama on two wheels. We made it. And then the first few days we were there a weekend before the first weekend of the rally. It wasn't terribly busy. It was a lot of people, don't get me wrong, and Deadwood was still crazy busy that week. But we went back to Sturgis on that Sunday of the first weekend, and what really stood out to me was the insane amount of bikes and the people. And, I've never been to Sturgis. I don't know if this was the normal number of people for Sunday or if because it was the 85th anniversary it was bigger, but I will tell you it was crazy. It was wild, and
I saw that
it was neat to see.
About 385,000 bikes that they were actually.
They said about 500,000 people did.
Somehow got counted, so I don't know if that's normal or not. I think what's really kind of neat about Sturgis is if you go there this week, there's maybe 2,200 people there. That's it. I will tell you, though, I think we were at a store, and not everybody is wanting you to sit in their town for that week or for that month. So, I mean, not everybody's overly friendly, but the gist of the town is.
Yeah, for the most part, everybody was super nice, great to us.
It was just one person, and there's a bad apple in every bunch. But
what do you say? What do you say to us at the stoplight? And we were just getting gas. We weren't doing anything stupid. We're not the burnout crew. We're not the wild stunt crew.
We're not the party people.
We'll go have a few beers and have a good time, but we're not out there getting crazy.
I don't drink.
I'm too old for that these days, but. But he yelled at us and he used the derogatory word and he basically said, "Get the you know what out of our town, go home." And I'm like, okay. So, I think I'm sure there's people like that up there, but it's a week and a half. And, at the end of the day, if I'm a business, I'm loving Sturgis because you're bringing a lot of money.
The story behind Sturgis was pretty interesting. Like, I never understood. I was like, why Sturgis? 2,200 people, 2,400 people in a town. South Dakota, why? Like, what made you pick this? Okay, I never realized that it was all based off of a group of people that just wanted to get together and hang out years and years and years and years ago. So it's really kind of interesting to see this town transform into like a major thoroughway city, and and you can still move around in there. I mean, it was kind of neat.
So what's the one thing stands out to you about Sturgis?
Like the trip itself?
Yeah, like kind of the same question. You roll into Sturgis. What is the one thing? What's something that just stands out immediately to you?
I mean, it was just the amount of bikes. It's really the amount of bikes that are there. And like on the last day, we could sit there and I like to people watch. So I mean, not only do I people watch, I like to look at the bikes, which I know it's kind of bad. It's what he does. Somehow I'm looking at how to decorate a bike. So it's kind of scaring me a little bit. The walks of life, I find myself wanting to know what these people do during their day jobs or what they do, because they are like, do you use it as a getaway? Like, why do you do this? He does it because he has a need for speed, need for just living on the edge. I'm an adventurous. Like, he likes that stuff. Me, like his favorite part's the Sawicki exhaust that sits right under my rear end that blows the sound right up my ears.
Great performance, by the way.
And I love it. Don't get me wrong. It's beautiful. I love the way it transforms from like goldish copper to blue as it heats. I do love that. It's a really pretty look. My favorite thing, and anyway I'll tell you, is the tour pack. It's not even the back. Y'all, it's the arms. Not because I want to rest, because I feel secure. Like, I like doors on a car, and those are my doors. And so that's my favorite part.
I thought she was going to say that seat, because for about 2,300 miles that she did on that trip,
yeah, it was good.
She did not complain one time. So, bad boys, if you have not got a bad boy seat, you need to check it out. We were big Mustang lovers, but I just wanted a different look, and we have a Mustang. So if you want one, I got the whole set.
It's got blue stitching, which the
you can have it changed.
Got gold. So
you can send it to Mustang, and they'll fix it up for you. I've already talked to them before about it. But it's a light blue stitching. But I've got the whole package. I've got it up for sale. I'll give you a hell of a deal. So if you're interested, hit us up, because I'm a bad boys for life now. That's funny. I should play that song at the end of this video.
Bad boys.
Probably get a YouTube copyright for that.
Yeah, we can't do
that.
But
all right. So
and the only thing I hate is he took my radio knob away. Like, I can't change the volume and I can't change the channel. So when he's listening to his stuff,
I don't need to be listening to Taylor Swift or some
Swiftie.
other girl singing on the back of the bike all the time. I don't care if we driving 1,500 miles going down the highway. I don't care. Just play some music. But I don't want to be rolling up to the bike event and some Taylor Swift or something's jamming because she's hit the button.
Not listen I am not a Swiftie. I don't like Taylor Swift. Now, we can do some country at any time, but Taylor Swift, no. All right. One question. Give me a random thought that has absolutely nothing to do with the trip, or a random thought that somebody would be surprised to know about you.
Oh gosh. Most people won't know that what I do for a living. I work in IT.
He's a nerd.
I'm not a nerd, but I work in IT. It's kind of something I got into in the 90s. Yes, I'm dating myself. On the flip side of that, I've been a high school strength conditioning coach. I am a certified strength coach, and I've coached high school football for a number of years, although I've taken a hiatus since we moved to Alabama. And that could change. There's some things happening that we'll talk about on another video probably next week. What about you? What's your
a random thought?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't really have anything exciting. I'm not really an exciting, live on
Yeah,
the
you
edge
are.
kind of wild person.
She loves Hobby Lobby.
I do love Hobby
I'm
Lobby.
so glad they're closed on
If
Sundays.
they
We
did
get
an
1 day break.
intervention, I would need one because I literally have this sign. I love to decorate the home, so I literally have this sign that, as you enter the front door, it says, "Thanks, I got it at Hobby Lobby."
I bought it for
And I
her
currently
because she
have 3
had to
chairs
have
in
it.
my cart, so Mom, you're getting a delivery soon.
Oh,
I guess
gosh.
I like music. He would probably tell you I could sing almost every song,
Facts.
verse, something, whatever
That's
comes
facts.
on. I like to play that radio roulette to like pick a station and see if I know it type deal.
This is the girl you take to karaoke if you're trying to win the contest.
Can't carry a tune in a bucket, but hey, I'll sing my heart out. I don't know. I mean, I guess
Those are pretty good ones. So, sorry.
That's just
People
the
are
name
going
of
down the
the
street,
trip.
the ring doorbell thing kicking off. But,
I know, girly.
well, one question I forgot to ask. Okay, so outside of Sturgis, we mentioned that we stay in Lead. We did a lot of hanging out in Deadwood. There are 2 places in Lead we found we really loved the food.
Oh,
Number one, the first night we were there, we went to the Boar's Nest. We had to see what it was all about. We thought it was just going to be this little biker hangout, have some beers, hang out, and go back up the mountain when you're done.
It's really kind of our place.
It was an amazing cheeseburger.
It really.
I mean, the food was good.
Is that what I got?
Yeah, you had a cheeseburger. I had a cheeseburger. I think the barbecue. I tried some barbecue too. The barbecue was good, but
I don't know. We tried to go back another day, but they had a big event.
yeah, they had an event. It was the
It-
day. It was the
they were
evening.
parked all the way down around the turn, and we
Yeah.
just realized that's not our scene. We're not the party people. We
Well,
just
it's
wanted
just-
to go and enjoy a
That
drink
was-
and just people watch again, and it was really close to our cabin.
That was our last day. It was literally 6 miles from our cabin, but that was our last day. We
But we
tried to
ended up
get
at
back in
Louis.
there, and we ended up
Again.
at Louis for the second time, and that's for the other one I was going to mention. Louis, oh, let me tell you, I don't even remember what I had the first day, but I had the Philly cheese. I
Yeah,
think the
Philly
second day. And
Really?
I love Phillies. It was great. And look, I don't know if y'all know, but down here we there's a beer that I love. It's called Garage Beer that I just discovered like 8 months ago. It's pretty good. I like it. And so we'll go out here a couple days a week, and I'll go somewhere and have 3 or 4 garage beers. There's a few places here in town I can get it.
I don't drink beer.
When we went north, it's hard to find down here. But when we went north, I could find garage beer everywhere from Missouri up to South Dakota, and for obvious reasons because of the 2 owners of the Kelsey brothers. Whatever I said, yeah. So, but you can find it everywhere. And the Boar's Nest had it. Louis had it. It was just great, and was able to have a few beers and, have my favorite beer, I guess you could say, and some good food. But Louis was great. The Boar's Nest was great, and they both were within 5 or 6 miles of our cabin. So we would leave in the morning, stay gone all day, ride, do stuff, go out to full throttle, go downtown, ride to all the roads and all the great roads that, everybody talks about. Because we are riders. We rode to Wyoming one day. As you guys know, if you followed our channel and watched our videos, we went out to Devil's Tower. But
That was really cool.
we stay out all day. It's nice to have those 2 restaurants near our cabin, eat dinner, get back up to the mountain before the crazy lightning storm kicked in. It seemed like every night there was lightning and thunder, and then there was some hail. So, but yeah, I think I enjoyed that. So
I will tell you, when you go out there, the wind is atrocious. I literally felt like a bobblehead doll on the back of the bike as we're going down I-90 at 90.
Yeah.
Like, I don't, just because it says I-90 does not mean we need to match the speed at 90, though.
Well.
Though it is 80 miles an hour down through there, and they did drop it to 65, thankfully for safety, because people were just passing you at 100.
Yeah. Yeah, there were some
We were
crazies.
actually one day, I guess probably one of my favorite rides for the week, like the day traveling out there, is we left, I guess maybe Omaha, maybe it was.
we were going into Omaha for a stop, and then
No.
to the Harley dealer.
Well,
and then
we were leaving, and for
it was on our way
miles,
from Kansas City.
for hundreds of miles.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, hundreds of miles. There's corn to the left, corn to the right, rolling fields of corn, and all these little signs that talk about wall drug. Now, I've never been there. I've never heard of such, and I'm thinking to myself, what is this wall drug? And I know that we're going to be stopping there.
We stayed in
the
Wall.
end. We stayed
spent
in
the
Wall.
night in Wall, and intentionally.
We
by
were
design.
trying to get there, and we were 2 miles from our gas stop. And God says, you know what? I think it's time for a little rain, cool everybody off. We rode, and we were soaked. Never have I ever pulled into a gas station and seen just as many bikes. I think that was one of my favorite things because you see people are moving over, everybody's checking the weather, what's the lightning, what's our move. Yeah. And they even let the lane for cars that were coming in. I mean, it's a gas station. You're trying to
There's probably a good 100 bikes there. And you know, we were already scheduled to get gas. Mm-hmm. We were kind of looking ahead on the map and said we're going to get gas there anyway. So it was
our last stop before this place called Wall.
Yeah, I think it was a Pilot. We were about 60 miles from Wall, I believe, at that point. And we rolled in there. There's a bunch of bikes there. We were soaked. I mean, we were so close. I was like, I'm not stopping to put the rain suit on. We're just going to get wet for 3 miles.
And it was so sad. We ended up come in with his sister, and they had been riding, and God loved them.
They had hit the hard stuff right after we did.
They hit it. Bless their heart. Mm-hmm. They were soaked. But you know what? They pulled in, laughed, carried on.
We all moved our bikes.
We all moved around. Met people from Ohio. You talk about what you're doing, where you're staying. I mean,
well, it was
really kind of fun.
To be fair, we do ride in the rain often, all the time. But it was a lightning show that day. And I don't care if I'm sitting on a motorcycle with 2 rubber wheels or rubber tires. I am not riding in lightning. It's just not worth the risk. And so that's the reason we had about an hour and a half delay there, I reckon you could say. So,
but it was enjoyable. I mean,
but the wind on I-90, that stood out. That's something to think about. That interstate runs east-west, west to east, however you want to look at it. And I guess the wind up there only runs north-south or south to north. And so it's hitting you on this side. It's 300 and some miles. I probably wrestled on the way home. She had thankfully flown home because it got rough the last couple hundred miles
going out was bad enough. I mean, I just felt like a wobblehead all on the back.
So it was rough. We re-wrestled it. It makes your shoulder sore just trying to keep the bike in the lane. But
we made it.
We did. So
we made memories.
Any other questions? I guess there's one big question we'll talk about.
But so what's on tap for the ride? Some of you may want to know.
Yeah.
My thoughts for it and his are going to be completely different. I would tell you that.
For our next adventure, this was one that we planned for a year. The rest of our adventures are, hey, you want to do something? Let's just go. And we'll go. Sometimes it's a day trip all day, and we'll ride 300-400 miles in a day. And some days it's a weekend or a few days. And
it's all about where he can find to eat so we can ride to get there. Last
year we went to Smoky Mountain Bike Week, and it was all about getting into rides and stuff. And I had rode some of those roads, so it wasn't nothing crazy new to me. I had rode to tail before. This was a little different. It was different having 2 up. I hadn't rode to tail with 2 up. So we did that last fall, and we enjoyed the rally.
I had never done that before.
It's not really busy.
We have a picture.
We do. It's somewhere. I don't know. Yeah. Well, it's a picture of us on the tail of the dragon.
Yeah, I don't know where it's
And so my plan right now, and I really wasn't necessarily planning it, but I'm trying to get some tattoo work, and I met a guy. Ironically, in Sioux Falls at the Flying J or the Pilot or one of those truck stops.
We were eating Robin wanted Denny's.
Mm-hmm, yep, and we met.
And the girl's bike had broke down, and she was fixing to go buy another one.
Yeah, there was a guy and a girl that were riding bikes together. She was on an Indian, and it broke down. And the Indian dealer right up next to j&lharleydavidson was right up the street from this stop, and they were there at the Denny's eating. And I got to talking to the guy. We were just chatting. He come up, started talking about the bike, and I talked about his. He had a cool little bike. I believe it was, I can't remember if it was a low rider or what it was exactly. He had a great paint job. And I found out he was a tattoo artist, and we got to chatting, and he's in Maryville, and which is, 5.5 hours or so from here, 3.5 hours, 4.5 hours from Roanoke, where we go often in Virginia. We'll talk about that in another video. So I'm going to go my plan is to go up on a Thursday afternoon, stay till Sunday morning, go to Maryville, enjoy a little bit of the rally, go to Smoky Mountain Harley-Davidson. It's late. Smoky Mountain Harley-Davidson, check out the shed there, and there's another place down the street called Dream Rides. We didn't get to check it out. Want to check it out this year. Had a lot of people talk to me about it at Sturgis, how great it was. So my plan is, that's my next plan, is to go there. Next year, I'm already told her, my plan is we're going, I'm going to homecoming in Milwaukee. It's I believe it's July 9th through the 12th, or July 6th through the 9th.
We just had homecoming. Remember. We made it back home. Welcome home.
So
homecoming.
We're going to the Harley homecoming. We're going to go up and probably go up on a Thursday, come back on a Sunday. And, but however, if I have my way on that one, my plan is to go to Harley homecoming and then leave Harley homecoming and just keep going west. And that'll be part of our...
Fine. We'll go west, make a U-turn, and go right on back.
No, we're going to go 2 weeks. Harley homecoming first. head west. We're going to run Beartooth. We're going to run $1 Million Highway. We're going to possibly go to the Grand Canyon, maybe go down into Utah, and then shoot ourselves back up. I don't know if I'll hit Route 66 on that trip if I add those other things, and that's going to be after we leave Milwaukee, a fly by the seat of our pants trip. We're going to go until we get tired, get a hotel, and then just live it and shut away from the world. So that's the initial plans right now. Could end up in Myrtle Beach Bike Week for a couple days in May. I don't know. We're just kind of, we'll see what happens. But she doesn't know about that. But that's so close to us. I mean, and it's 9 hours from here. But if we're in Virginia at that moment, it's, 5.5 hours, piece of cake. I mean, we ride that without stopping. We do that. We do 5.5 hours in a lunch stop on a Saturday, and, not a big deal. So that's kind of the initial plans for what I got in my mind. She's probably just thinking about being nice to not be on the bike all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Love the fall weather. It means it's going to get cold, and we're going to be able to put it up.
We don't put the bike up in the winter. We ride unless there's snow and ice.
It's fine.
If there's no snow and ice, we're riding. I'm riding.
Which I haven't been on the bike since we got back. So we just got a lot of things going on life right now, and it's really kind of busy. So just bear with us. We'll get you some more little tidbits. I'm sure he'll find us a place to go eat, and we'll take a ride soon. But
I'm already thinking about something next weekend.
We got to get some children situated.
Yep. And so this weekend we have to travel, go see some family in Virginia, and take care of some business there, which we'll harp on in another video next week again. And next weekend I'm back on that bike taking an all-day tripper, and I don't know where I'm going to go yet. I keep saying I want to go to Tupelo and see the birthplace of Elvis Presley. But just to say I did, because I have a lot of my parents and, my aunt, they loved Elvis. So it'd be kind of cool to see, get some videos. Your mom did too?
Mom liked Elvis.
So
I don't really
get
care
some
about
videos
Elvis.
and some pictures and share with those guys and you guys. So.
There's going to be some few things that kind of interfere with all his riding, because it begins in about this weekend and next weekend. It's college football. And we are on different pages here. He is a Notre Dame fan.
Yeah. So, me and my son, we were in Notre Dame twice last year. And obviously you can see we were there for the playoff game. So, it didn't matter that game was in Indiana for both of those. We diehard Notre Damers. Got another little shrine back there. Now, she, on the other hand, now, I will tell you, I do like Alabama. I live in here. My dad's a big Bama fan. Always has been. And
His
obviously,
ringtone on his phone used to be on.
Yeah, it still is.
So I think that's pretty cool.
I do still root for Alabama, but if they're playing each other, it's going to be a house divided, and it ain't going to be pretty probably. So
we have 2 TVs most of the time. So if you don't see us or you don't see a video, it's probably because he's yelling at the TV.
Well, don't let her fool you. I've watched her pace back and forth when Alabama's playing. She's like one of them memes on TikTok. But maybe I'll get some footage for y'all this year. I'll just leave it with that and say go Irish. We had a better season last year, so hopefully we can do it again this year and just take it one step further. But this isn't a football channel. It's a motorcycle channel. But one thing I'm going to have you guys see eventually is it's a life channel. We're going to do more than just bikes. It is going to be primarily motorcycle trip focused because that's who we are, 2 for the ride. But, there's other things we're going to do in life that...
Hang on for the ride.
There's going to do other things we're going to do in life. And, sometimes we might share it with you guys. So hopefully you enjoy it. So, Any parting words?
No. Just if there's something that you have questions for us, drop it in the comments. Something you want to ask or any thoughts of where you've been. And then be like, hey, this is a great place. Check it out. Drop those down there too. I mean... life's a journey, and it doesn't have to be just ours. So we'll just take y'all along, and you can share your rides, and we'll take them and say thanks.
And hit us up. I love to follow everybody on YouTube. I mean, I'm out there all the time following a number of people. There's a guy right up here in Birmingham, TD205. He's from down here in the Gordo area of Alabama. He lives in Birmingham now. I found him recently, so he's been following me. I know I'm giving you a shout out because I'm sure you'll see this video. You comment a lot. And I've been watching all his stuff and commenting. And then I'm going to meet you out, you guys, the 2 Up Journey junkies out there in the Tennessee area. I think you're in Knoxville, I believe. And I know we mentioned the other day, chatting on one of your videos. But maybe we'll catch up in Maryville when we see you in October. I'd like to meet you guys. Anybody else out there, let's just creators. I mean, I'm not creating to make money. I'm creating just for fun. So I like to have a blast. I like to meet all of y'all.
It's so
And,
he can look back and see what all he's done in his
exactly.
life.
So
I think it's kind of cool.
yeah. So you follow us, we'll follow you. Let's have a good time. 2 for the ride out. See ya.